Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in receiving a reading from me, a free reading from me, put a turkey, let's do a turkey, in the comment box below, and that person will be chosen, and I will be announcing that person in a separate video. So I will not be contacting you in the comments, in the comment box, saying like hooray or anything like that. So know that it will be through a separate video, and put a turkey emoji. Now, if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, which will also be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. And let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So here we have wish reversed. Well, wisdom reversed. I was going to say, it's just interesting because we have the star here, which brings a wish forward. But with wisdom reversed, we're very much doubting ourselves. Do I have all the information? Do I know everything, have everything laid out? We have the six of wands here. No, the seven of wands here, which means that we feel like we're battling something. All right. And we feel like I have to be on guard. We have the knight of wands coming through. All right, that's us in the minor arcana. We're represented by the wands in the minor arcana, by the emperor in the major arcana. There's a speed to us, but there's a sense of I need to get things done. Like I have things to do. I have a way that I need to move forward. And there's a real sense of purpose for us and with us during this time. It's around what we wish for. There's also a centering around Aquarius energy, time frame, January 20th to February 18th. That can be a very beneficial time frame for us, like a very beneficial time. We can see a lot of what we've been working towards or working for coming to a head during that time. We have here then the repeat of the number five. Five is a freedom number. We have the knights moving us forward, right? So there's a real sense of freedom, of what do I desire? What do I want? What do I need? The five of cups is change your mind and change your life. So there's a sense of really being stuck in looking at things one certain way. And that one certain way is all the bad things that have happened, like all the doubts, all the hardships, all the pains. And with the five of wands, there's just a sense of endless petty fighting. And it feels like, okay, it's just been all endless petty fighting. And that's why we feel like I can't trust my wisdom. I can't trust myself as I move forward because where is it that I want to be? What is it that I desire right now for myself? Know this, Aries. You have a lot more wisdom in you, and you have a lot more power to you than you are realizing. Going off the beaten path, following your dreams, embracing your soul and what you love and what you want is just so intrinsically important to who you are. And that's going to be astoundingly empowering and absolutely beautiful for you. So there's a real sense here of I'm embracing me and I'm seeing me. And that's where the wisdom's going to start to come in. So let's see what Spirit wants us to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Three of Pentacles. Be mindful, Aries, working with others. And I don't mean this in a way to be reclusive, but I mean this in a way, Spirit means this in a way of make sure that the people who are pulling their weight are getting recognition. Make sure that you're working with people that build you up instead of trying to knock you down. Be mindful of the people you have in your inner circle because there's a sense here of inclusivity, right? I want to have everybody be in my circle or have everybody work together. And we're going to be learning that doesn't necessarily work. It sounds really good in storybooks and in children's books, but in life, you meet people who just aren't players, just don't share your vision, and aren't going to be moving forward with you the way that you need them to. And there's going to be, I don't want to say like a reckoning here because that sounds rather dramatic, but there's definitely going to be a sense of, okay, who works with me and who doesn't? And am I pulling all of this all by myself? And if so, why? So just be aware of that, Aries. With the Seven of Wands. I keep on saying Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a celebration. So that's coming in here. So there's a celebration that's coming because it isn't here yet. There is a sense of I'm always fighting, always fighting, always fighting. I need the high ground. And we can think because we have the high ground and we've watched, Star Wars or something like that, where, okay, I automatically get to win. But here, there's this real sense of am I moving in the direction that I want to? There's a lot of fighting going on. We have the Seven of Wands. I have to defend myself. I have to fight. We have the Five of Wands, where it's petty fighting. It's a sense of again having to defend myself. Things have blown out of proportion. Things have been blown out of proportion, and how do I stand in the energy that I want? This can also be very internal for us because it's wand energy, and again, we're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. So we are looking at where do I want to be? What do I desire for myself? How do I open up this door? What have I been fighting for? And is this fighting what my soul wants? Is this where my soul needs to be? Sometimes we're fighting and it's absolutely necessary. Sometimes we're fighting because that's all we've ever known. And Spirit is saying here, what if we stop? What if we defend what we absolutely believe in, stand tall in ourselves and in our energy and in what we love? But what if the fighting? What if that we say no to? And it brings us to the star. The star, again, Aquarius energy, but it's what we wish for. It's what we deeply desire and deeply want. There is a sense of this is our soul's wish. We can be at odds, and I wouldn't be surprised if we are, Aries, what my soul wants and what the expectations of the world wants for us. The little yellow bird in the tree, I don't know why that has a significance here, and Spirit's like, point it out. But there's a significance to that bird. If that means something to you, absolutely fantastic. If that doesn't, that's fantastic too. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But there's a sense here of even getting like insights from nature, insights from your own nature, wisdom guiding you forward, passion leading you forward is going to come from unlikely spaces and unlikely places. There is a sense of what do I wish for? What do I deeply want? And again, what we've been fighting for may not necessarily be what our soul wants, what our soul desires, and what our soul is longing for. So being aware of that during this time can be absolutely life-changing for us because it's like, oh, I thought I was supposed to want that. I thought I was supposed to go after that, but that's not right for me, and that's okay. So when our wishes come forward, know that divinity sees your soul. Know that your soul's wishes are going to be making themselves known more and more. So if we feel too frazzled, if we feel too overwhelmed, okay, that is Spirit telling us we're out of alignment with ourselves. Why? Why are we out of alignment with ourselves? because we're moving towards what we wish for, and because what we wish for is coming to the forefront of our being. With the Knight of Wands, we are moving forward. This is going to be a time of movement for us from the 1st to the 15th. It's like I'm moving, I'm going, I'm seeing, I'm achieving, I'm going after what I want, I'm embracing what I desire, and I'm opening up the doors in a very real and very powerful way for ourselves. There can also be a little bit of a temper coming forward because I just see this need for speed coming through. So just be mindful about that. It's not a big thing. This isn't reverse, so it's not going to take over everything, but it is going to be something here. There we go. We can see that better. There is going to be something here that we just need to be mindful of during this time of like wanting things to move a little bit faster than they're actually able to move. So having that grace with ourselves to say, okay, things can move a little bit slower and I can be a little bit kinder to myself. There is just that need for movement. So you like going on a trip, doing different things, pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone, we're going to be really, really good at that during this time here. Okay, Aries? And opening up that door for us and knowing that we're also ready for an adventure, we're ready to try something new, that's going to be such a beautiful thing for us as well. With the Five of Cups, we do have a tendency during this time to look at kind of the spilt milk, the things that we cannot change. And that's okay. We can do that. But knowing that behind us in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, right, there are the 3 cups spilt on the ground, but behind the person is 2 cups standing up. And that's the 2 of Cups, the healing, beautiful love that's saying, hey, you still have blessings here. You still have beauty here. Let's connect. Let's connect. Because there are some things in life we just cannot change as much as we want to, as much as we hope to. There are some things in life, it's done. And so here, it's instead of focusing our whole lives on sorrow or on things that cannot be changed, it's moving in love, which is a really easy thing to say. And it's a really hard thing to do in our day to day life. So just being aware of this is going to be super important. There's going to be energy that kind of wants to ensnare you. It also wants to bring you down because you have this fluid energy of success moving you forward towards your dreams, towards what you desire, towards what you want, towards what you love. And so here, there are going to be those obstacles that say, "Oh no, you can't." And then just that sense that we're so used to fighting. We're so used to having to defend ourselves. We're so used to, this kind of negative, draining energy around us that Spirit is saying, "Hey, be mindful about this. Be mindful of being taken off path to where we really want to be." And it brings us to the Five of Wands. And this is pettiness for the sake of pettiness. I mean, we can have people around us where you would just define them as petty, and others will define them as petty too. The Five of Wands is fighting for the sake of fighting. It's getting nowhere. It's something that starts off rather innocent that becomes a bigger deal than you want it to be, or than you needed it to be. And so here, just being aware of that too, just being aware of people wanting to pull you into their gossip, or people wanting to pull you into their pettiness and their problems, and not their problems in a way of like not being sympathetic to a person, but it's almost like, I want you to handle this load. I want to kind of like dump all of this on you and then just walk away. I'll feel better, right? But you'll feel worse. And that's the energy that I'm getting here. It's battles that aren't necessary, aren't needed, and are overwhelming. So being aware of that is going to be super, super important. But it's also just pettiness. Our subconscious message from Spirit is nature. Embrace your nature. Embrace nature in and of itself. You'll feel so good going outside. Being in the sunlight, being in nature is just going to be so good for you. But also embracing your nature. What do you love? What do you want? What's important to you? Where do you need to be for you? And it brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the King of Cups reverse. Now, we can have somebody around us who's very emotionally manipulative. They can be very high up in their power structure, or the way that they, kind of think of themselves as being powerful, but they can be rather abusive but they can be. They can be a rather, harsh, cruel person. So just be aware of this. There is also a sense here of emotions kind of washing over us. We're going to want to fight them off. It's like, I'm not mad, I'm fine, or I'm not sad, and we get angry because of that. But here, it's also knowing that I just am seeing this wave of emotion coming over us. And it's like, okay, I need to take some of it in, but sometimes I can just allow myself to be sad. Sometimes I can look at things and say, wow, that isn't how I expected things to go at all, without it pulling us under, making us feel small and insignificant. It's the twists and turns of life. It's the complex and beautiful stories that we all have. So honoring that within us is just so important. Okay. And not letting anybody manipulate that for us. Our subconscious tarot message. This is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords energy. You have the two fastest knights. That's why there is so much movement in this reading. It's like you want to move, you want to go, you need to do. Your mind is working a mile a minute. Subconsciously, you're the hero of the story. All right. Subconsciously, you're cutting through doubts and fears and negativities and really facing a lot of the fears that have held you back before and poisons, like nasty things that people have said and things that have kind of poisoned the mind and poisoned the soul. So here, you're really releasing a lot of that. You're ascending. Okay. During this time, you're raising your energy vibration, which is brilliant. You're awakening the sacred feminine within you, or this connection to a little bit calmer, a little bit gentler energy. And that's a really big thing for an Aries because you're represented by the emperor. When you start to awaken the sacred feminine, the empress, that's just power. That's just power and beauty and tenacity and brilliance coming forward. So just know that about yourself. You can also have an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius in your life, in your chart. If you have air sign energy in your chart, that's going to be so helpful, so beneficial. That part of your personality is really going to shine through quite well. But if you have an air sign energy in your life, that person can really help, either through what they say, it could be kind of negative, it could be positive. They're really going to spur you forward. And that's going to be a good thing for you because there's a sense here of kind of stepping out of our comfort zone, but stepping into ourselves. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in. Oh, and don't forget that turkey emoji. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And just have a joyous time, guys. Bye.